Teachers who say, we're here for you, we'll help you, we'll socially transition you behind the backs of your parents. You know what? They're keeping the parents out. But then guess what? When things go wrong and think that child is now completely screwed up, they're older now, they're mad, they're struggling, they're on puberty blockers and all these things. Guess who's responsible then? Oh, back to mom and dad. Oh, I guess now mom and dad have a role to play. Once you've damaged them, walk them down this yellow brick road saying everything's going to be wonderful, and it's not so wonderful later. The teachers, Bonnie Henry, these people are long gone. Bye-bye. They're not there for you, and just try and get help.
When I found out about the gender ideology they were teaching in schools, I knew that I had to say something about it. And I have been absolutely appalled at the way school boards have treated members of the public, especially parents.
Yeah.
They have turned off the lights. They have played loud music. They have turned off microphones. They've kicked people out of boardrooms. So I was a member of the school board for 27 years. And as a result, I received a lifetime membership from the BC School Trustees Association. During the March for Children, I got up on a pickup truck with a bullhorn, and I called for the provincial government to abolish all school boards in British Columbia. They've done it before in Nova Scotia. Needless to say, BC school trustees were not very happy with my opinion, and they revoked my lifetime membership. But I'm going to say it again. School boards have lost their way. They're supposed to represent the values of the community that elected them.
Yes.
But they are doing the opposite. They're following the globalist directives of the United Nations, and they're trying to push an agenda on our children and on our families that's tearing families apart, tearing extended families apart, and causing nothing but mayhem and confusion in our society. So beginning with the Abbotsford School Board, resign, all of you.
Yes.
Surely, you were a good friend of mine at one time. Resign.
Yes.
You've outlived your usefulness.
Yes.
The whole board has outlived its usefulness.
Except for Mike and Jared.
They don't represent the parents. They're not helping our kids to learn to read and write and do math. They're not preparing them for the real world. Quit. Get rid of them. They're useless.
That's right.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
If you actually search out our criminal code and you read it, like if you are sexual in the presence of a minor, that is a crime here in British Columbia. We have to make it very clear to, these libraries and different places that are hosting these, what do you call them? The drag queen shows, that is a sexual behavior. So if you're going to behave in a sexual manner, you should have to pay the ultimate price and be charged criminally for, just breaking the law.
The gender stuff. Oh my gosh, the trans stuff. I had one parent say to me, "Oh, thank you very much, Mr. McMurchy, for you're the only teacher that's talking about this. My daughter has 4 of her friends in her own little play group, 4 of them transitioning." And so this is a serious problem. There's also, they're moving away from academic standards. They're moving away from essays and exams and anything that creates accountability. At this district, they had kids wearing equity backpacks to and from school in some schools. They had equity marking. My own principal used to take teachers aside if the marks weren't high enough for particularly the Black and the Indigenous kids. The defamation of the dead, the complete deformation and smearing of Canadian history. I could go on a long time. So again, I made some notoriety by saying that there were no children found at the Kamloops Indian Residential School. There were no children found at any residential school. There are no murdered or missing children, no disappeared children. But again, I think it's much, my concern as the teacher, it extends far beyond that. And I really admire again people like Pierre and James and then the person that I'd love to see speak next if possible is Barry, because I don't think there could be anything more offensive in an educational setting where the guiding principle is what is in the best interest of a child, than to go into that child's sexuality and trying to convince the kid that he or she is in the wrong body. So if I may be permitted to call Barry up next.
Yes.